In the system of equations above, k is a constant and x and y are variables. For what value of k will the system of equations have no solution? So when does the system of equations have no solution? To illustrate this, let's talk about the three different scenarios that happen when you have a system of equations and you maybe use the graphing method to graph these. So three things could happen. You could have one solution whereby the two lines intersect somewhere. So you have one solution. You read off the x and the y value there. You could have infinitely many solutions where you have one line sitting on top of the other line, basically the same exact line overlapping itself or intersecting itself everywhere. The last scenario is when you have two parallel lines that never intersect. So when you have parallel lines, you have no solution. So this is the type of problem that we are looking at. The lines have to be parallel. So when you look at this system over here, we can't tell if the lines are parallel or not. That's because to be able to tell if lines are parallel, you look at their slopes. So when the slopes are the same, so same slopes means that lines are parallel. So with that said, we have to get this into y-intercept form. Actually get both of them to look like this, and then we can compare the slopes. Fair enough? Let's go for it. Let's do the first one. We have kx minus 3y equals 4. So to get y by itself, we start off by subtracting kx from both sides. And of course those cancel, so negative 3y equals negative kx plus 4. And then of course we're going to go ahead and divide both sides by negative 3 as shown. And we can tell that y equals k over 3x minus 4/3. We really don't care about the y-intercept. What we're focusing on is the slope. And we can see that the slope of that first line is k over 3. I know that's not quite a number yet, but I guess we'll figure it out as we go. Now, we've done that for the first equation. Let's repeat that same process for this second equation right here. So let's write it down. We have 4x minus 5y equals 7. First step is to subtract 4x from both sides. And you find that this is negative 5y equals negative 4x plus 7. Of course, we're going to divide both sides by negative 5 as shown. And we end up with y equals 4/5 x minus 7 over 5. Once again, we really don't care about this y-intercept, so we can kind of ignore the y-intercepts for now. Now, so we do know that if we have a no solution, the slopes have to be the same. That means this slope, k over 3, has to be the same as that slope, 4 over 5. And the question is asking us to figure out the value of k. So what do? The slopes have to be the same, so we can actually say k over 3, that slope, has to be equal to this other slope, which is 4 over 5. And all of a sudden, you see that we have a proportion that we can solve by cross-multiplying. So this times this, which is 5k, I'm going to just write it over here, 5k, and then this times this is 12, so 5k equals 12. We're going to then divide each side by 5 as shown. So we then see that k equals 12 over 5, which thankfully is a choice, and that would be A. So this was definitely one of the harder questions. You may have to just rewatch the video several times to really understand it, but if you got it on the first try, then good for you. Great job.